Hello everyone, Aaron Singleton here again, and I am outside the box as usual. So today I'd like to share something with you about your thought field. So if we think of our brains and our abilities to think and how the field then lights up as we are in thought, we have a thought field that goes around our head. And it is significant because some of the things that we look to heal, our anxiety, our depression, things of that nature, our frustration, our sadness, well, if we remove that from a thought field, then it actually has a response throughout the whole body. And there's no way to really explain this, but there's definitely a way to demonstrate it. And I am better at demonstrating than I am getting into all the technical stuff of the hows and the whys and the textbook knowledge, the studies that have been done. That doesn't interest me a lot. I've read those things. I found, good bits of information. I love the science behind it all, but I'm a doer. So that's what I'm going to show you today, is that you can remove things from your thought field, or you can have someone remove it for you. So I'd like to start with anxiety. Now that is pretty big these days. A lot of people with anxiety over just about everything you could imagine. And how does it affect us? Well, the anxiety can lead to the depression, just part of our everyday stress, okay? And what are we on? We're on anti-anxiety meds, antidepressants, all different types of things. Some people are on drugs and alcohol. Whatever it takes, someone is giving it a shot to try to move on past or suppress their anxiety and their overwhelm. So what I'd like everyone to do, like you to do, is to think about something that causes you stress, that causes you anxiety or overwhelm. Now, this can be something that is current in your life, or it can be something that has happened in the past and you're still dealing with it, because a lot of people's anxiety is not about the present. You have a present trigger, but it really started 10, 20, 30 years ago, whatever it was, something back in childhood. So if you're ready, and if you're sitting down, because you want to be sitting down for this one, I'd like for you to think. Just think about some things that cause you anxiety, presently or from your past. And as you start thinking about it, I'm going to start pulling it out of your thought field. That's all we have to do. So go ahead. Think about something. Hold the thought. When you think, your brain fires, and that creates energy. And the energy that it creates is even outside of your head, in your thought field. So as you're thinking, here we go. I'm going to start pulling it out. So if you can imagine just a cloud of energy around your head, the thought or thoughts that are coming into your brain, your mind right now, they're producing this field, this cloud. Gives me something to hang on to, something to grab and pull. And here we go. I'm pulling it out. So the thought field is a little bit like the cloud that's over the head of Pigpen in the Charlie Brown cartoons. All right. I can feel it moving. For some of you, this is going to be pretty easy, pretty quick. For some of you, it's going to be like I'm pulling cotton candy. All right. And as we continue to pull it out of the thought field, pay attention. Does your brain relax? Does your body relax? Because as I pull it out, the brain, the energy gets less and less. So some of you that are visual will be able to visualize, see that thought field get smaller. Others will simply feel it, and you feel your body relax. And some of you will reach a point where you can't find the thought. Or if you do find the thought, it's so weak that you really don't feel it in the same way as when we began this. This is my way of doing thought field clearing. It works for any emotion, no matter how old, how long it's been there, or how intense it is. If you're willing to hold the thought, it can be removed. And if we remove it from the thought field, it is actually being removed from your consciousness and will have less of an effect on you in the days going forward. All right. Now, I do this in groups all the time, group healings. I do this with individuals over the phone, and there is no limit. So when you finish with one thought, some of you will, go ahead, go to another thought that brings you some anxiety. It may be more intense or less intense than what we started with. Doesn't matter. I'm just going in there, like I said, for some of you, it's like I'm pulling cotton candy from around your head. And that is the energy of the emotion that is in your thought field. All right. I know it's kind of hard sometimes to get people to comment, but some of you in the past have had some good comments about some of the things that I've done. This one is kind of special, so I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to get some questions from you, and be happy to answer those questions in future videos. And some of those topics that we might use, we can do things with. So if you have a particular thing, just let me know. And somewhere in the future, we'll do it. All right. Now, as we're clearing the thought field and the emotional energy is leaving, it's going to be more than just your head. It's going to be whatever parts of your body start to relax. So we're talking anything from head to toe. So if you're holding some anxiety about an ankle that you sprained 20 years ago, and kept you out of competition for, in skating or something like that, you'll feel your ankle and your leg and everything relax because that thought and that energy is releasing. If it's about a breakup with someone that happened back in high school or college or whatever, and you're holding on to that thought still and that anxiety about it, you will feel your chest and your heart get lighter. All right, what do you think? How you doing so far? What are you feeling? Where are you feeling it? Thought feels smaller, harder to find the thoughts? Moved on to other thoughts? Okay, this is how easy it is to release the fear and the anxiety just by taking it out of your thought field. All right. Well, I think this is a good place for me to stop. I think you've got a good experience going on there. And thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoyed Thought Field Clearing. Have a great day, and please hit that like button.